Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a fun little video over some lawn items that I've purchased that may have been more impulse buys from our lawn influencers that are on YouTube. So anyway, I'll just let you know of some of the things that I've bought, whether I like them or not, and maybe open up a little discussion of what you think. So let's get started. Okay, so this first item, I'm pretty convinced that you cannot have a YouTube channel, at least a lawn and garden YouTube channel, without a Gorilla Cart. Pretty much everybody that has their lawn channel on YouTube has a Gorilla Cart, tons of reviews about them. But whenever my wheelbarrow kicked the can, handles were coming off, stuff like that, I bought into it. I was like, I need one too. And let me tell you what, it's a good purchase. It's a lot of fun, works really well, very lightweight with the rubber. My favorite part about it is if you're in a tight space, this turning radius that this wagon has is really good. And then, also the dump bed, it's fairly easy. So this was one of my first purchases that I was influenced to buy. So, but I do have to give it a thumbs up because they're awesome. All right, so next on the list is a leveling rake. This leveling rake is from R&R, and I bought this whenever I was doing my leveling project last season. I was also reel mowing really low. So kind of a must if you're reel mowing, doing those sand leveling projects, and this rake comes in really handy whenever you're doing that. However, if you're not mowing low and you're just trying to fill maybe like a stump removal area or something like that, this may not be something necessarily that you need to own, because most of us just have a standard garden rake. So you could just use the back edge of your gardening rake to level out that whole area or something like that. But I felt like I needed one because I was reel mowing and I was doing a sand level project. It did come in handy, and so I ended up buying one because the review said that one was a really good one. And it is. I really like it. But anyway, maybe not on the top of my list of lawn products to have. Works really well though. So let's get into one that I do not care for. Not only liquid fertilizer, but more specifically, it's going to be Super Juice. Now, I purchased that early on whenever I was using Doc's program, and I really like the PGF Complete. I like the Barricade and stuff like that from Anderson's project products. But when it comes to the Super Juice, I'm not a believer in it. Like I said, I'm sure it works and everything like that, but I feel like for the price and the benefit factor of what you get out of it, didn't fit my lawn program. We'll just leave it at that. However, moving forward and trying other liquid fertilizer products, like I said, it's not that I don't think those other fertilizer products work or anything like that. I think they do just fine. A lot of people love them, they rave about them. However, for me, having to mix up bottles of it all the time for my lawn, I find it much more easier to just do a granular fertilizer applications. It's too much mess involved. I get too many jams, clogs up, like I said, then you've got to clean it. And I don't know, some people say, well, I can accurately put down what I need by spraying it down on the yard. And I'm like, well, with a granular, I feel like I'm getting the same coverage or overlap or not overlap that I do with spraying it down with that application. So for me, I'm not a believer of the Super Juice product, but more importantly, I'm kind of done with liquid fertilizers as it is, as far as being my main program. So that's just my feel on that. All right, so moving on from the liquid fertilizer, I had actually purchased this with applying my liquid fertilizer to my backyard with this backpack sprayer from Petra. It's the Petra HD 4000, most commonly seen on YouTube channels. So the reason why I went with this is, like I said, with the liquid fertilizer and stuff like that. However, I mainly use it now for pre and post-emergent applications of liquid products for that. It does a really good job. I really like it compared to just your little pump sprayer. But total lawn, I'm spraying about 9,500 square feet. So I needed something with a little bit more get to it compared to just a little handheld pump sprayer that would take forever. These things are really cool. You know, like I said, you see them on all the lawn YouTube channels, but it does work. It works really well. Even the lawn tools, they just painted their lawn Christmas colors, which is really cool. So if you're looking for a new sprayer, that one's a really good to be influenced into buying. So anyway, I like it. All right, so I felt like these were popping up quite a bit in 2022 as well. This is a plug removal transplanter from Pro Plugger. And I really got a good value out of this because instead of laying sod or seed in some of my bare Bermuda spots, I was able just to take plugs out of the ground, transplant it over to areas that I wanted healthier Bermuda to start spreading, just so I could keep everything the same color. This was a really good way to do it. Like I said, you were seeing these a lot on videos in 2022, and I bought one. All right, so here's the last one. This was the biggest one that I was influenced to buy, is the Automower. This is from Husqvarna. It's the 430X. Got a few videos on it, but let me tell you what, this has been the biggest craze, it seems like, of 2022. It's for everybody to get these Automowers. Now, let me tell you what, the thing's really nice. It does a good job. I don't really have too many complaints about it compared to the really high inflated prices of real mowers right now. That's the reason why I went with the Automower, was to help my McLean along, so I wasn't quite wearing out my McLean and trying to buy another season out of it, as you already know, and have probably already saw in a previous video that McLean did not make it very long for my 2022 season. So this guy had to do mainly all the work. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, these were just a couple items that I've noticed that I've purchased for my lawn that were basically influenced to me from YouTube. And you know, I tell you what, the only one that I don't really care for, you know, the Super Juice, the liquid fertilizer, kind of done with that right now. It's not my cup of tea, as you would say. So if you guys have anything that you've been influenced by on YouTube that you've purchased for your lawn, share it down in the comments below. This is my hobby. I like sharing it with you all. Hit the like, subscribe, and y'all have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you.